Extraordinary lives are not built on extraordinary days. They're built on boring ones. You become confident by surviving enough moments where you thought you couldn't. You become successful by stacking days that most people quit on. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to build that life for you. Now what? Have you ever fought so hard for a new life and then one day you realize nobody is coming to save you? Nobody is coming to build that life for you. What do you do then? I tell you what you do. You build her brick by brick. I used to think that extraordinary lives were built on extraordinary days. Boy, was I wrong. I thought they happened in big wins, big moments, big breakthroughs. Extraordinary lives are not built on extraordinary days. They're built on boring ones. They're built on ones that you refuse to waste. They're built on repetition. They're built on discipline. They're built on showing up when nothing feels special. Because the truth is, your life doesn't change in the highlight moments. That's not when life changes. I realized that whatever I believed I could or couldn't do, I was absolutely correct. And that's where it all began. I know that you all were probably expecting for me to say, oh, it was the epic life and I just woke up overnight. No. It happened in those quiet moments when I doubted every bit of myself. Those quiet moments where I'm like, okay, who's here to even know if I worked out or not? Nobody is even here to make sure I stay disciplined to my goals. She's built every time you choose discipline over comfort. That's when she's built one brick, one decision, one ordinary day at a time. I realized that I owed myself evidence. I owe myself evidence that I wasn't a quitter. When I moved out here, I was like, man, I'm always quitting something. I'm always starting over. I had to learn to show up for me. And I had to develop what it looked like to truly show up for myself. You can run down a list of those things. I'm not consistent. I'm not disciplined. All of those things, I had to give myself evidence. And I had to change the narrative. I had to collect evidence that I do keep my promises. I had to collect the evidence that I can finish and that I can be disciplined and I can show up day after day as my best self. And in those moments, I started to learn that I could trust myself a little bit more. I started to learn that I was rewriting the narratives that I had presented to myself. And when you learn how to rewrite those narratives, that's when you can truly live in your fullness. That's when you can really live on the other side of fear, on the other side of self-doubt. What I learned is every time that I kept a promise to myself, that was me laying another brick. Every time that I showed up for myself in those moments where I wanted to quit, I felt like that was even more proof. It was even more evident that I was really building this life, that I was really in it to win it, and that I was dedicated to see it through. It was in those small decisions that took place day after day. It wasn't like an overhaul, but it was in those small moments where I showed up for myself when nobody was present and when I didn't have the titles to live up to and when I honestly didn't have no clue what I was going to do next. In those moments was when I started becoming her. And that is when my life changed, honestly. When I showed up for myself, I started loving on myself a little bit more. And I started realizing that the life that I had been praying for was one that I not only deserved, but one that I had earned through my actions, through my beliefs, and through just my everyday habits. Anybody can do something when they're excited. Anybody can do something when they're pumped up in the beginning and it's something that is new. But the moment you decide to change your life in those quiet times when the new life becomes just another life, just another day in your chapter, who do you show up as then? Learning the city was exciting. Watching the sunrise from my bedroom window was exciting. Everything feels like a storybook that I was walking into. The story where the steps felt like a highlight reel. But that is not the true story, and that is not where the real work begins. The breakthrough is when you show up for yourself, when you don't have those emotions that are pushing you and driving you to be on the other side. And I remember sitting with that realization thinking, starting over isn't just one decision. It's 1,000 small decisions where every single one matters. That's what starting over truly looks like. People see from the outside, they see the beaches, of course, the flights, the cafes, the skyline, the freedom, and they say, man, I want that life. But are you really ready and willing to pick up the bricks to lay that foundation? Are you really ready to put the bricks in place of consistency, of discipline, of really creating something that can sustain you for the long haul? It starts with the mind. It seriously all starts with the mind. I had to learn and figure out, what version of my life do I really want? Then I realized that the hard part, the bricks that I needed to lift, they were all on me. And I had to decide, how did I really want to lay these bricks for this house that I was building, that I call my life? How do I really want to do that? Life doesn't change in those highlight moments. It doesn't. It changes in the invisible ones. Are you willing to see it through? Are you really willing to become the person that you're telling yourself that you can be? What does that determination look like? And what are you willing to do to get it? Somewhere along the way, something in me changed. I stopped asking, when is my life going to change? And I started asking, what can I build today to make sure my life changes forever? It was one workout, one video, one lesson, time after time again, till I realized, like, man, I'm doing something here. Man, I'm truly getting stronger. Man, I'm really developing her. The last time we talked about she wasn't built yet, and we talked about how we had to get rid of some of those things that was hindering us from even building her. Now I'm telling you that it requires some heavy lifting of one brick after another brick after another brick on a foundation, which is your mindset, that could change your life forever. And I know that doesn't sound truly powerful. And I know to some it may not look like, is that how you make a breakthrough? And I know it doesn't truly sound like transformation, because identity is not built in the moments of inspiration. No, that's not where identity is built. You don't become disciplined in one day. You don't become confident in one moment. You become confident by surviving enough moments where you thought you couldn't, where you thought it was over, where you thought, why am I even trying? What is the purpose of that? What is the purpose of this? Why am I taking these steps? That is where transformation is built. You don't see success overnight. That's not how this thing works. You become successful by stacking days that most people quit on. I'm just gonna go on and tell you, where your friend is quitting, that's where you build those days. Where you and your friend are having conversations about, you don't know if this is gonna work, that's when you cut those conversations and you build and you lay another brick. And slowly, without even noticing it, you stop being someone who tries and you become someone who does, who is. And that's when your life will never be the same. There was no dramatic moment where I felt like I was a new person. It was no lightning bolt that told me that my life had changed forever. No emotional breakthrough, no cinematic transformation, no one perfect reel that made me feel like, oh, my life is over, or oh, I have changed my life. None of that. It was way quieter than that. I just started noticing things. I realized that I wasn't making excuses for missing my workout anymore because I was actually showing up. I noticed that rejection didn't stop me the way it used to. It didn't break me down the way it used to. I'm like, well, that door closed. Maybe God has another one open that's about to open for me. Oh, they said no. Okay, maybe the yes is going to be way better and around the corner. I noticed that I wasn't waiting for motivation anymore. Motivation wasn't my key for laying those bricks and waking up and building. That wasn't my thing anymore. I noticed that I was still showing up when I didn't feel like it, I noticed that one day it clicked. And I wasn't becoming someone new. I was becoming someone who was reliable for myself. I was really showing up for myself. I was someone who I could trust. And do you know how powerful that is? So many people look to be able to trust other people, trust other situations and things. But when you become that person that you can trust by keeping the promises that you make to yourself day after day and showing up to become the person that you say you want to be day after day after day, do you know how powerful that is? Man, I was becoming someone that my future could rely on. What? And that's when I realized something deeper. The life I was trying to build, the life that I was trying to build, it was also building me. I'm trying to build a life, and in return, as a byproduct, the life was building me. The woman that I wanted to show up as. She was being her. She was her. It was me. Every discipline was shaping me. Every repetition was shaping me. Every uncomfortable day was shaping me. And maybe that's what transformation really is. Not becoming someone different, but becoming someone who can carry the life that you've been praying for. Because the truth is, most people don't fail because they don't want a better life. That's not the reason and the cause for failure. Most people fail because they quit before their time has come, before their winning season has arrived. They quit to show up one more time and lay one more brick, even if they don't know if the house is going to be strong and steady. The house of your life, the house of this beautiful thing, this beautiful picture that you're looking to build day after day. You're waiting for someone special to come change your life. Just gonna give it up. I hope this episode informs you, because honestly, nobody's coming. At the end of the day, all you need is yourself and the God that lives within you. You realize that you are capable. In the whole scheme of things, you realize that you are capable. You realize that the power has been in your hands the entire time. You realize that you don't need permission. You realize that it doesn't have to be perfect. You realize that you don't need clarity on everything. You realize that you can just start where you are every day and just be dedicated to, of course, be 1% better every day. Then another 1%, and then another brick, and then another 1%, until you become that person that you're aiming to be. And the trick is, people think it's actually a destination. I will tell you all the time, it's not a destination, but a journey. Because you don't wake up one day and say, okay, finally I'm her, I'm living my dream life, I'm living the person I want to be, I'm done now. No, you have to be determined and be disciplined to continue to show up for yourself, even when no one is watching, even when it doesn't feel good, and even on those days where you don't even know if you're going to make it or not, because it's about the evolution of life, not the destination. I do not know it all, but I can promise you this. One day you'll look up and you'll realize something strange. You didn't just build a different life. You became a different person while building it. And that version of you is the one you were waiting for all along. And I'll see you on the next episode. All things epic, baby. Peace.